We're in today with the legendary GTX 1080. We're gonna see how this 2016 video card is performing today. We're gonna test this video card in a couple of games and we're gonna see if this 8GB of VRAM is enough. The GPU comes with 2560 shaders. It's got 256 bits bus width, running at 1607 MHz on the core clock with 1251 MHz on the memory. This is by all definition a fantastic 8GB of VRAM GPU, and we're gonna pair it up with this i7 9th Gen. Let's jump in and see how this video card is performing. All right, we're in Resident Evil. I'm gonna see how it's running with this video card because it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna see the settings. I think it's on a preset, and I'm gonna see which one it is. Prioritize performance. All right, so there is balance, prioritize graphics, ray tracing, and maximum. I put the video card on maximum details, maximum RPM because it's overheating. I'm gonna see why this game is doing that with this video card. Doesn't matter. Let's jump in and see how it's running. Texture quality, VRAM 0.5. Actually, that's interesting. Very interesting. So we got Fidelity FX. Performance. All right, Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2. All right, so unlimited without VSync. Apparently, we got over 100 FPS. Nice performance from the system, from the GPU. But my God, look at it. Max fan speed, that is 3500 RPM. It's 180 watts the GPU, but it's 83 degrees, and with the 93 degrees on the hotspot, no fun. I mean, it's cool that I have this performance, but I will never choose this because I can lock it with 60 FPS and I will benefit from higher details. Considering it's Fidelity FX activated with performance, I'm guessing there is a lot of distortion in the quality. It does work. I got lots of performance from this. I'm just waiting for the minimals and the 1%. I got like really intense numbers, seriously. Those are so really good numbers if you're asking me. Like 57 minimals and 88 on 1%. I want that, but I can't keep this temperature forever, seriously. 82 degrees. I think this is the maximum MSI Afterburner is blocking. Like the 83 degrees, it's like a threshold in which the GPU stops. I don't know about the details, but from the system side, it's working really nice. Now on the CPU side, I got only around 60 on average the temperature, with nearly 10 gig of system RAM and 80 watts on the CPU. That's not bad. It's good. The system is doing a fantastic job, but I know this video card is very cool. But I don't know why it's overheating like this. Okay, so apparently it doesn't do in-game changing, so we're gonna put it on preset. We're gonna put it on balance. I'm gonna put 60 Hz instead of 144 with VSync on. All right, so I'm on balance. So apparently even on it looks much better. Even on balance, the temperature is still the same. System RAM is still the same. GPU, it's overheating, and the CPU it's less loaded because I have 61 degrees and now it's 47. This is interesting, seriously. The numbers are really interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird to see this game eating the performance from the video card and the system like this. I mean, system now not too much, but from the video card. Okay, let's use this key and see how it's the game forward. Oh my God, this is so creepy, seriously. But I'm doing okay with the video card overall, seriously. 4.3 gig of VRAM it's used. It's not that loaded. In some position, it's jumping over 80 degrees, and it's kind of scary. Hogwarts Legacy. Let's see how it's running. Oh my God, 81 degrees. Wait. Let's see the settings. First off, let's go into the settings and see what we have here. So I know I don't need upscaling, but I do need some ultra. Fam. Let's start with low details, no upscaling, and see how we're doing. All right. So 80, 90 FPS, 81 degrees. Those are good numbers. This is exactly what I need to hear. We need to average some nice FPS here, which I can water cool this GPU. 83 degrees. Ooh! Even though I have 3500 RPM, the GPU still managed to reach 83 degrees with 180 watts. Interesting performance, and 94 degrees on the hotspot. Damn, Daniel. All right, but I got nice numbers. I got 75 average with 43 minimals and 55 on 1%. I need this 75 average. I need better minimals theoretically. 26 minimals. It's not that fancy, you know, but it does work because I can adjust it. 44 or 1% is ideal with 80 watts on the CPU. CPU is hitting 80 watts already, but it's nearly reaching 50% load, and this i7 9 Gen, apparently it's doing a fantastic job. On the system RAM, apparently I'm getting nearly 16 gig of system RAM use, so it's not that bad, you know, but on the GPU side, it's kind of weird.
Hello, Scrope.
Very awesome performance. Okay, let's adjust this because I need to see that temperature going away just a fraction. What I'm going to do is use 66%, let's say 75%. We're going to use 75% render scale, no upscaling. I'm going to put VSync on. Actually, no VSync off, VSync on, and frame time 60 FPS. Let's see. This is low details with 75% render scale. Yes, it's not bad, you know, but it's, how should I say, it's a GTX 1080 and I have problems with the temperature here. Yes,
Revelio.
with VSync on with 75% render scale, apparently we are getting decent performance. Now, the system RAM is still the same. The CPU load is nearly the same. It's quite better on the wattage. The CPU doesn't consume a lot of wattage if I VSync everything to 60 FPS. So it's reaching 50 watts. That is good for the CPU. But on the GPU side is much better because I got 50% load. The GPU stays on 71 degrees with 82 degrees on the hotspot. Now on the wattage side, I got like what, 130 watts. Quite good, seriously. Let's see, if I put it on medium details, does it change a lot of details in the GPU side? 75% render scale with medium details. I get around 165 watts, I've seen it. 72 degrees is still okay with 5.2 gig of VRAM because I need to see if that 8 gig of VRAM is enough for this game. So medium details, 75% render scale with 60 FPS VSync, but it's good, but the minimals are not that great. 19 FPS on minimal. I don't. Why?
Revelio.
Seriously, why? Let's try Sons of the Forest and see how it's running. VSync disable. Oh, we're gonna use you. Let's start with low details and see how it's running as a preset. Definitely on the right spot with this, seriously. Oh, look at this. The GPU is still holding 79. Actually, no, it doesn't know if it managed to reach 80 degrees. Ooh, very low minimals and 1%. So on low details, I can actually have a decent experience, but the minimals it's not okay. 22 on minimals, but the 55 on 1%. System RAM, it's okay. 12.3 gig of system RAM being used with 50%, 50 to 60% load on the CPU. So the GPU, it's counting on himself because the video card it's bottlenecking on the core side. CPU wise, I can go with a lower CPU, but on the GPU side, the 8 gig of VRAM, it's not bad, you know. It's doing okay. Let's see how the GPU is performing. 95. Actually, the core is maxed out. So the The system, it's okay with this video card, and it's holding really well. The only thing I need to be concerned is about the video card and how I do the settings. For instance, on the core side, I can lower the core load if I'm guessing if I put the VSync on. Okay, so we're gonna put this disable VSync, yeah, and we're gonna put 60 FPS maximum FPS. Let's put it like this: 60 FPS max FPS. This is our friend, not VSync. Okay, so 60 FPS on low details apparently makes the core on 80% load, 6.4 gig of VRAM, and still 160 watts consumption, 166. I'm going to look at the temperature on the GPU. Apparently it's getting lower because of the 60-70% load on the GPU. So it's all depending on how much you're limiting the GPU. If it's okay for you to play with 60 FPS, then it's okay. You get an opportunity to play the game exactly how meant to be. Let's see if we put some details, graphics. If we put it on medium, does it change something? Medium details with 60 FPS. Well, the core is getting higher. You know, I can actually see it on nearly 98% load. But the VRAM is still there, 6.4. See the difference. Oh, it looks much better. Oh, it looks really fantastic on medium details. Why I get 48 FPS, I don't know. I'm on medium details, exactly. All right, that's interesting. So 29 on minimals and 1%, 37. Damn. The GPU can do the job, there's no problem, but I will play it on low details because it's not a new video card, you know, it's 2016, and low details with 60 FPS, I think it's enough for this video card. Let's try Cyberpunk and see how it's running with this awesome video card. 1080p, resolution, full screen. Let's go into graphics. I think we are in low details with, ultra performance in Fidelity FX. So if you're averaging this video card and you're getting some really nice FPS like this, over 100 FPS, I think it's ideal to lock the GPU on 60 FPS, increase the details, take off the render scale, and I should say the upscaling, disable the upscale, and leave it on default mode, and you will get a decent experience, you know. So I really like on low details with ultra performance upscale. It's a fantastic experience, you know. So it's got 56, 58 on minimal, 1% it's got 90 FPS. Those are absurd numbers for a video card like this, seriously. 150 FPS, 130, 140. Oh, really nice. 71 degrees, 82 on the hotspot with 3500 RPM maximum fan speed. And the GPU, it's eating around 130 watts. Good numbers. 3.2 gig of VRAM use. It's not even stress, you know, the GPU. So why should I care, you know, when it comes to high FPS like this? I will just lower it. Actually, let's do it. So we'll put it on graphics. We're gonna put 60 FPS. Let's start with disabling the upscale, yes? So 60 FPS, low details with no upscaling, yes? So I got the core on 67, 68, 70% load. And look at the temperature, already dropping down, yes? 120 watts, 150, you know, that's actually a good number because it's not reaching 200 watts. 75 degrees, 84. Actually, it's the same like it was on ultra performance, but on ultra performance it looks kind of dodgy and I don't like it. It's weird to see better quality and same numbers, but on the average you see 60 FPS because it's limited to that. 52 on minimal, that's actually fantastic, and 54 on 1%. Those are really nice numbers. The CPU 50% load, 70-80 watts on the consumption, and 9.1 gig of system RAM. It's doing a really fantastic work. I'm just thinking if I can say something really bad for this related to this video card. You know, there is nothing bad I can say, because the 8GB of VRAM is not fully loaded. The only thing it will down, how should I say, bottleneck in this configuration with this video card, it will be the core that is bottlenecking the whole thing. The memory, it's okay. The only thing it's the core. It needs a faster core. So in my opinion, ideal will be to focus on the temperature, not on the core, and lowering the details, lowering the temperature on the video card, and that's it. Locking the system to 60 FPS, and instead of actually using instead of using the power limit, you can prioritize here on the temperature and lock it to maybe 70 degrees and power limit like this. That's it. That's the only thing I can say. Aside from that, I think the GPU is fantastic, and yeah, I can really like this video card. Can't wait to play other games with this, with other system and other games with this video card.